Webtalk section. Since I'm talking about painting today, I thought I'd bring you some examples of some of the resources that are available on the World Wide Web. The first site that I came across is called www.interactiveartschool.com, and it's just what it says it is. Although it is a commercial site, there are free introductory art lessons that are accessible from this page. Along the left margin, there's a link to 10 free mini lessons. And these mini lessons give you a good picture of what the quality and style of instruction is available by these instructors. You can, once you've taken the mini lesson, you can then decide whether or not you want to spend the money to actually take the art class online. The author of the site is a professional artist with very good credentials, years of experience, and I went through some of the little mini lessons, and they're actually really geared to the beginner. So if you're just starting out, and they cover a variety of mediums, if you're into oils or acrylics or watercolors, so you can click on the lesson that's applicable to the medium that you want to do, and then the step-by-step instructions. And at the end of the mini lesson, you actually have the beginnings of a painting. So I would recommend it. interactiveartschool.com. The next one is devoted to watercolor painting, as the title indicates, www.watercolorpainting.com. And this has, if you're into watercolor painting, and a lot of people start out with watercolors, this is perfect for the beginner. If you click on the tutorial tab at the top of the page, you can access free lessons on a variety of techniques and topics related to watercolor painting. You can subscribe to a number of art newsletters from this page, and there's also access to art supplies and suppliers. There's a nice list of bibliographies and art resources, as well as links to other useful sites. So if watercolor painting is of interest to you, I would suggest www.watercolorpainting.com. The last one that I brought with me is www.artgraphica.net. Now this site is authored by a self-taught artist, and he portends that anyone can teach themselves to paint. And he features free art lessons as well as commercial art instruction from this page. He has video tutorial guides that instruct you in a variety of skills in a variety of mediums. These lessons claim to be, as I say, for artists who have had no experience at all. He also does have intermediate and advanced classes. There's also an online store where you can purchase instructional videos. You can actually purchase artwork as well as supplies. And there's a nice gallery that you can look at some artist paintings as well. So that's artgraphica.net.
I brought along 3 websites to go along with the material that I talked about previously about Antarctica and the poles. The first one I brought is called coolantarctica.com. It's maintained by a teacher from England who spent 2 years in Antarctica as a marine biologist with the British Antarctic Survey. When he got back, he found that there was very little information on Antarctica, and he decided to put all the information that he had gathered into a website for everyone to use and enjoy. As you can see, the homepage is colorful and full of information with numerous links to further information. The main links run across the top of the page, and you have everything from facts and history to cruises and clothes. Advertisements run along the right side of the page, but they really don't detract from the beauty of the homepage. They're very subtle, very subtle. One link up across the top is schools, and if you go to that link, it takes you to detailed lesson plans. Great resource for teachers. The bottom line is that I think Cool Antarctica is a wonderful, informative website. You could easily spend those long winter months investigating and learning about Antarctica. Make sure you check out the pictures that are on the website. They are absolutely breathtaking. The second one that I brought along to talk about is called thepoles.com. This one is maintained by explorers with first-hand experience, not only about the area, but also about the extreme outdoor activities. Their aim is to open up these parts of the world, like Antarctica, to all who are interested, whether you are in your living room or whether you want to directly take a trip to the poles. I do have to tell you, at the very beginning, there's a disclaimer on the webpage that says if you decide to venture out on one of these trips to the poles, you do so at your own risk. They have no liability in it. Unfortunately, as you can see, the home page is dark. In fact, all the pages on the website are dark. And although I found the information very interesting, I found the background somewhat distracting. But if you look at the home page closely, it's divided into sections such as top feature stories, latest news. There are links all over the home page. There are no tabs on this one. Everything is done by links. And you know it's a link because as you approach it and put the cursor right over it, the word or the accessibility changes color, and then you know you can go in. Numerous links, maps, statistics, equipment, clothes, supplies. Although I think it's very interesting for the armchair traveler, I really do think this site is geared much more to the outdoor adventurer, but it's a cool site. And the last site that I want to talk about today is called AntarcticaOnline.com. This is maintained by two private citizens with a love for Antarctica. They have spent over 8.5 years in Antarctica. They wanted to share their experiences with others, so they developed this website. To access the website, what you had to do first is click on the first page, and then the page that you see does come up. The second page is colorful and has lots of links that run down the center of the page, as you can see that. You can either choose science, history, a photo gallery, many, many links. After you click on the link, each section is basically set up the same way. There's an introduction, and then there are more links that you can follow, or you can read down what they talk about, the main history. The last link is the history section, and this lists materials if you're interested in further investigation. So that's AntarcticaOnline.com.